Hello everybody, welcome to Tato's Hardcore Media. Bringing you another video here. This is Matt Gaetz withdrawing from being Attorney General. And, well, I like to get other people's positions on things and interact with this. Not just my own take, but I saw Melanie King this, and I thought that I'd watch myself and put my own views, have her views, stuff like that. Like to interact with people sometimes, even though I can't with her, but give her a look and whatever. There's stuff that I do agree with her on, stuff that I don't. Just same with me, there'd be stuff that she definitely would agree with on me, sometimes with me. So, anyways, let's take a look. Matt Gaetz.
You are the assistant director of FBI Cyber. I want to know where Hunter Biden's laptop is. Where is it?
Yes.
Sir, I don't know that answer.
I seek unanimous consent
Bullshit.
to enter into the record of this committee the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop.
By the way, I gotta say, there's stuff that I do like. There's some stuff that I do like about Matt Gaetz, and there's stuff that I don't with his right-wing political views and stuff like that. But
so breaking news that just came out, Matt Gaetz has removed his name from consideration of becoming the U.S. Attorney General. As you know, Trump nominated him, and it's been a controversial pick for establishment Republicans and, of course, the left.
Yes,
and they're using the same tactics that they've used for pretty much almost anybody, every man who is nominated on the left, and they've even used it, on the right, and they've actually used it on the left and tried to, get candidates that they don't want in, establishment Democrats, the ones that they want to run like Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton. Well, then they actually even do dirt on their own people like Bernie Sanders. And so they are bringing up a DOJ investigation that was done over a span of 3 years about Matt Gaetz, and nothing came out of it.
And like I say, those of us that are awoken, we know that both sides do this bullshit all the time. They like to bring stuff up from the past. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. Always, I like to know what really happened. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that, guys. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. But 3 years. 3 years. 3 years, all right? And they didn't prosecute. Now, when I got my assault battery charge, all right? When I got that, it was quick. It was quick, all right? And I was arrested then and there, and so, 3 years. 3 years.
It was actually dropped. And this was Joe Biden's DOJ. So there was no favoritism in it. But Matt Gaetz has released a statement. Let's go ahead and read that. It says, I had excellent meetings with senators yesterday. I appreciate their thoughtful feedback and the incredible support of...
He did. It was terrible. It was terrible. He's just saying that.
So many. While the momentum was strong, it is clear that my confirmation was unfairly becoming a distraction to the critical work of the Trump-Vance transition. There is no time to waste on a needlessly protracted Washington scuffle. Thus, I'll be withdrawing my name from consideration to serve as Attorney General. Trump's DOJ must be in place and ready on day one. I remain fully committed to see that Donald J. Trump is the most successful president in history. I will forever be honored that President Trump nominated me to lead the Department of Justice, and I'm certain he will save America. Now, there were, famously, Mitch McConnell was against him and said that he wouldn't get confirmed, and it looks like Mitch McConnell, even though he's half dead, still has a lot of sway.
He's like Dementia Joe. He has dementia himself. There's times where he hasn't been able, he doesn't even know where he spaces out. And it's like, you need to get rid of these people. Both sides, doesn't matter what political aisle. Get the fuck rid of them. And if they're not going to help, if they're not going to help the country or do the bidding of the people, get them the fuck out. Alright? Why did people vote this over the hill guy still in office? But let's again say, alright, with Matt Gaetz, there's stuff that I don't like about him. With these guys, being anti-porn or whatever. But let's get into the nitty-gritty of this one subject
in the Republican Party. And on top of that, if you have mainstream media and the left coming against him, it was just going to be an uphill battle. But there were a lot who thought he would get pushed through. Now, he has resigned from Congress. Now, potentially, they're saying that Ron DeSantis can then appoint him as a senator. He's from Florida. He can be appointed to fill in Marco Rubio's shoes as a senator here in Florida, so he could actually join the Senate. That is a push that is going on now, and that just requires Ron DeSantis just to grant that, because that is in the power of the governor when a congressperson resigns. Now, I want to show you, there's the left is going to see this as a victory, but I don't know if you saw this on The View, where Sunny Houston decided
a lot of ladies I know are to see this as a victory too. So, but
make accusations against Matt Gaetz as though it was fact, and then a few minutes later had to fact check herself live on air.
How could you nominate someone with allegations of child trafficking trafficking across state lines and having sex with a 17-year-old? My understanding, further on in the interview, they discussed the fact that once he finds out that she's 17, he stops having sex with her.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi.
Yep.
Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations,
Watch what
calling
you
the
say,
claims,
girl.
quote,
Watch
invented,
what you say. Watch your
and
mouth.
saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear.
Yeah, let me tell you, you don't have a right to just. Well, you can say it, but you can get sued up the ass for making allegations without proof. All right. If she's gonna say, or anybody's say about anybody, all right. Doesn't matter where you politically lean, you better have fucking proof. And The View is really fucked up in the head. Really messed up people psychologically. I mean, I got my own problems, but Jesus.
Following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
We'll be right back.
You see that? Wow, hold on a second. Something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Hold on. Maybe I should be more careful what I say.
So as you can see, she was not happy about that. But just as a side note, take a listen to this. Matt Gaetz only resigned from his seat from the 118th Congress, but was just elected to serve in the 119th Congress, which begins in January. So he is still a representative. So he could take back his congressional seat, or again, they have an opportunity to fill him in as a senator. Now, I want to show you why, MAGA and the right really wanted Matt Gaetz, regardless of whatever accusations are there about him. They've done this they've done this to pretty much every man. And as you guys know, before I started to get into politics, I actually did a lot of, stories and things about men who were falsely accused, or just the accusation of a man being accused is enough to completely derail his entire life, destroy his entire life. And there are countless stories of that. I mean, I just cannot even begin. But Elon Musk reposted, or I guess retweeted, what this guy had to say about it.
You know what's scary as a man? As a man, you can spend your entire life trying to build your reputation, just trying to make something out of yourself. And in a single moment, someone can falsely accuse you of sexual assault or sexual misbehavior or simply being a toxic man, and boom, reputation tarnished forever. In fact, the person who's making the accusations doesn't even need to be credible. They can be anonymous and still damage your reputation this way. It's as if this has become a rite of passage, as if once you reach a certain level of status as a man, this will happen to you. And even if you're legally exonerated, we have a culture of guilty until proven innocent, so it doesn't actually matter. I've been looking at this case of Matt Gaetz, Trump's nominee for Attorney General. The man was investigated for 3 years by the Department of Justice. They ultimately dropped the charges, the allegations that he had sex with a minor. And it turns out that the primary witnesses in this case were liars. One of them was a man who had a history of accusing his political opponents of having sex with minors, while he himself was having sex with minors. The other was a woman who, when she was age 17, would go on sugar baby websites and lie about her age. I think it was really important that we had the Me Too movement so that women who were legitimately victims of sexual assault to speak up. But you know who gets persecuted as well? Men too.
And I agree.
And the thing is, that's it. With the Me Too movement, if you've been hurt by a man, if you've been assaulted and stuff like that, sexually assaulted and stuff like that, and you deserve to be heard and everything like that. Definitely, I'm a big proponent of that. But the Me Too goes to the very extreme where it doesn't matter if it's real or not. Just say that you did something, sexual assault or whatever, or you did something with kids, and it's counted as truth, is bullshit. And that bullshit needs to stop. You need to have proof, okay? We need to have that back in place where you got to have proof that the person actually did the crime. You can't have, this is both sides, all right? Both sides, all right? If somebody hates you, they know that they could just accuse you of sexual assault, of being a pedophile, or being, or be with minors. They know they do that. That's gonna work. If they hate a person, that's all they have to say, and it'll destroy them. Never mind about proof. Proof doesn't matter, and that's the problem. It should matter. You gotta have fucking proof. And with the internet, as sick and disgusting and toxic trash that it is, most people like to think the worst of people. They like to think that they're bad, and what people say. They like to think that they're doing naughty things if they're not. And that's the way the internet is. It's a toxic cesspool. It's beyond the bottom, of toxicity and sludge and human waste and everything. That's the way that the internet is, and everything is that people actually going to believe something without proof. They just go by what a person says without even having credible evidence.
While there can be, truth to an accusation, if it has not been proven in a court of law, why is it enough that the accusation can destroy a man's life? Okay, we've learned through Me Too, Amber Heard, just because there is an accusation, just because someone says it, doesn't mean it happened. And it's really funny, they cherry pick who they're going to believe and who they're not going to believe, and depending on their political leanings, that's who they decide to.
And it shouldn't be about political leaning. Okay, with anybody, it's like, do you have proof of this shit? Do you have? And they usually don't. They usually don't, or else they try and fix photocopy paste or use people's words. They try and copy paste and use that, creates false evidence. And the thing is, unless law enforcement, okay, goes in there and says, yeah, we got the proof of this, and that. And even a lot of times with law enforcement on anything, I don't believe everything because I know how corrupt a lot of law enforcement is. I can bring up a lot of videos and stuff like that. But yeah, you need to have real solid proof, not just somebody's words,
to believe. But I think the real reason, and a lot of people believe, that he was taken out by establishment Republicans is because he is not beholden to any group. He's not beholden to them, and he's called them out, and he's, he famously has, disrupted a lot of the things that they've tried to do. Just take a look at how he has been in Congress and how he...
And that's the thing. I respect anybody if I don't like certain things about them or not at all. I respect that they go against the establishment, even if I hate them, all right? You gotta respect that they're being honest with themselves and putting their stuff out there to fight for what they believe in, and not just doing it because they're paid to, or just saying stuff because they're stupid party. I got respect for that.
He got to, this is completely embarrassing on how he's questioning this guy about Hunter Biden's laptop, and then he does this.
So where...
Let me tell you real quick. A lot of ladies I know in the adult entertainment industry, and just normal women or people, I don't know, with them in particular. Even if I disagree with them, I love that they give out their opinion. I love them. And I respect it. If I disagree with it, I respect it. And I just love that they're being honest, and honest is strong enough to put that out there. If I disagree with it, and I hope they feel the same way about me.
Where is it? The laptop.
Sir,
Where's the
I'm not here
laptop?
to talk about the laptop. I'm here to talk about the
you
FBI
should
cyber
be.
program.
You are the assistant director of FBI Cyber. I want to know where Hunter Biden's laptop is. Where is it?
Sir, I don't know.
Where's the
answer.
laptop?
That is astonishing to me. Now, you're telling me right here is that as the assistant director of FBI Cyber, you don't know where this is after it was turned over to you 3 years ago.
Yes, sir, that's an accurate statement.
Let's tell you what, Mr. Chairman. I seek unanimous consent.
He is not happy that he's being questioned about that. He is pissed. He is pissed. Holy shite. He is pissed.
Enter into the
Oh my
record of this
God.
committee the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop, which I'm in possession of.
So we've got to just look
What
out.
the hell? Did you hear that? They said, what the hell? You have it? Holy shit. Holy frag.
Now and see who is going to be nominated. I don't know who Trump will want to put into his place, but it's going to have to be someone who is not beholden to the establishment and who is willing to get in there and get his hands dirty and do the work of the people and really unveil a lot of the corruption that is going on in Washington that people do not want anymore. And this was why Trump was elected. A lot of people think it's about Trump. It's not. It's about anti-establishment. And we're seeing that's why he was able to bring in a broader coalition from different...
That's one reason. That's one reason why, another reason why I did vote for Trump. And I vote for, the Democrats as well, because there's too much distributed, there's a blue or red wave, there's too much corruption with that. But Trump is an establishment. He isn't all about politics and stuff. There's going to be stuff, like I said, to fight him on in his administration, just like any other. But that's the biggest reason why people did vote for him, He's not established. He's not part of the deep state. So, tell me what you think. Leave a like. And hope everybody has a good morning, noon, and night wherever you are. Bless.